Hi, this is Pal, and I want to start a animation blog. Unlike game blogs or game devs, like dev blogs, it's just about me and talk about my animation throughout the whole route. Because instead of just working on it silently, I just want to lay out there, let people know I'm working on something. And to be honest, what I got so far, I kind of like it so far. I probably have to go. Let me go render this quickly, and let's just hide the bones for now. I probably go work more on the human skin a little bit more because earlier it's a bit too smooth when I last changed it. Now it's a bit maybe rough. I don't know. I'm trying to go for more the detailed semi-realism look because if you look at this entire outfit, it looks. I like it so far. I like it because so far it looks more like a game kind of character, but at the same time, I was like, it doesn't match a little bit because right here, like for example, right here, there's not enough, in my eyes, not enough detail on the leather on here alone. Like the letter right here. So the letter right here. But there's a plenty of detail on the metal texture itself. But the leather, like, you can tell this is leather, which is kind of nice. But like, it feels kind of empty to me when I look at it. So, so there's add some pads, a little bit more. There's been adding more detail lately about it, but that's really it. But on the flip side, is like once I get more of these devs, it's gonna be more like probably a bi-weekly or a weekly basis, where I can use some mini updates or what changed or what happened. And I like to do it because that's just kind of how I am. So in this week's like last between last week and to now, basically Blender's been crashing on me lately, so I trying to been figuring out debugging it. It went away on its own a little bit. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe I actually cleared something up or not. I don't know. It was accessing. It was a exception access violation. Basically, is accessing something it's not supposed to access. So that's what I kind of gathered. I could be wrong, but let's just go back to here. So let's we look at this. Oh my God, it looks like he's been torched. But um, to be honest, I've just been working on more like rigging and more getting the body shape count. So recently, like the thing that I fixed recently, what I've done so far is delete the skin. I delete the skin in here. There's basically what you see, the outline right there is all you see. But it's just because I want to save more on what's it called? Processing power because that's a lot of faces. It's a lot of vertices and faces. So this one is actually more facial expression. So for example, I'm gonna open the mouth here. See that? I think it's really cool that I managed to do that. You can close the mouth too. And it's kind of like nice. And you might be wondering, it's just a mouth so far, right? Made a little grr, but I probably need to probably delete this and remake another one. But probably grr, but now we can do a facial expression, so it looks like he's actually angry. Or he could be like, a little bit let's just remove this grr and just let's do the smile. Maybe he's trying to deceive you, or I don't know. Or maybe he's just smiling. Who knows? Or he's just surprised. It's all like, and I gotta probably add some drivers to make it where like let's just open halfway. Make some drivers so like I can just move it and make it and automatically do it as I go. I don't have to manually change it, but that's what I've been doing too, adding some facial expressions to it, so it's kind of nice. Which I can do some eye closing, but it's kind of cursed at the same time. But on the other hand, like what's it called? On the other hand, let's really open the bone. On the other hand, I actually imported the spear model that I worked on in the past. For those who aren't familiar, I made a spear first because it was the easiest. But in the past, I also made a donut, so it's kind of nice. Over here, well, this is the shield I'm using to making. So everything in here, I texture myself. I believe, if I recall, the wood back here, the wood itself is a little bit different. This one, I use a free text. I use a free texture. Gotta love that guy. But the metal itself, I done myself. The top was the what I done myself, I believe, when I tried to do it, but I couldn't replicate the process. Over here, the metal's all done by myself. And the journey as I kind of got through this is that I gotten a lot better. Because over here, I added some rust. And rust is like a little metallic red. This is a bit dark red, but because I want to add some dirt to realism a little bit. So it looks like, it's battle scar. It's been through some damage, been through some rain and whatnot. And you can see some cracks on the metal, on this metal right here. Later, you can't, it's kind of hard to see. I probably need to make it more shown, but there are cracks here. See, I'll probably change it right here, but let's see. Like I probably can get the cracks just like that. See? Now it's more crack. And let's just add some distance, so it's just like more profound. It's like right there. So like you can see it from like any angle you can look at. It's probably won't be noticeable from far away, but up close you see it definitely. This is too much. That's just for that. And probably need to make this a little bit darker. No, 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 no. I like this a little. Ah. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's just a little me being like this. It's something I saw. Oh, I like this a little bit more better. Yeah, I like this. The cracks, shiny a little bit. And we'll just get there we go. That's fine. That's fine the way it's at. But add some more cracks, and we'll take a look at where we render it a little bit. And that's why. Oh shoot, it's a bit too dark now. It's a bit too dark. We made it too dark, boys. I made it too dark. Wah. Oh, don't worry about it. This is how you fix it. We fix it just like this. Actually, it's kind of going a little bit on me. Maybe, no, 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 maybe it's a little bit. There we go. It's that first one right there. There we go. There we go. That looks a bit more. There we go. That looks like it's just cracked. No, some color defense. But I mean, I went a little off track here. It's gonna be like that a little bit. But once we added the what's it called, the shield, I had to go fill the color again to be more my standard now. Because now the metal. Let me just go put this back in the render. The metal looks like it's been battle scarred, like heavily battle scarred. You can see a bunch of cracks everywhere. And I'm kind of more into the detail of the individual objects. Like each single object I see has its own detail, and so I want to reflect that in my how I want to design things. And once I get the rigging done, like the rigging is actually almost done. Just little tweaks in here I need to fix. But now I can get to a point where I'm just putting, if I can see, putting positions. And we gotta go, what's it called? Yep, yeah, yeah, yeah. Putting positions like this. Now it's just gonna do a quick one right here, like, like that. And boom. Boom. Now look, he's functioning. Look. Now it looks like he's holding it. And let me turn out the bones. Look at that. So I think I give or take maybe a week I'll start animating all this, start doing poses, start learning how to animate. What's it called? Well, make a little quick animation shorts to learn how the process goes, because I already know how to model. I already know how to do like texturing detail. However, like I don't know how to actually animate. Like I do know the basics such as keyframing and understanding, but that's really it. Like that's really it for me. Like I don't know too much about it. Like I don't know much too much about it, but once I get the hang of it, you start seeing me posting more teasers and tweets. So that's why I want to do little these blogs here and there, just to sprinkle it so people know I'm not dead. But hey, if this is your first time watching me in this stuff, I guess you can just subscribe if you want to or not. But I'll still be here. I just want to, honestly, I'm excited to see how this could go. Because once I get this one done, I can actually start focusing on like other stuff. So like to be honest, like this particular model is kind of based on, like I said, Conqueror's Blade, I believe. Like yeah, Conqueror's Blade. And it's based on this unit in game, where it's the Imperial Spear Guard. Like this is an old picture for sure, but it's based on the Imperial Spear Guard in this one because the reason why I chose it is because it's my favorite unit. Like it's my favorite unit, and it's like the most beefy and most Asian looking one I know, besides like some of the more Asian ones. But also like it's I can easily translate to the Palace Guard here because they're wearing the identical clothing. However, I won't translate to the Imperial Pike Guards right here because yeah, even though I went a different line, but like there's a lot of units I want to model in this for myself, and I want to create large scale battles and lore. Not lore, but more like a universe, like to tell a story about this game. Because every single TWAR I play, and territory wars are just like massive 15 on 15 against 100 versus 100 potentially players outside, and it just has their own little quirks and stories and battles, and I want to recapture those moments into a more cinematic feel, a more like storytelling feel. So anyhow, so this is Pal, and hope you join me for the next video, next blog I'm gonna do, probably very soon, probably like next week or 2 weeks from now. But hey, if I'm still doing it, that means I'm still grinding it for it. If I'm not doing it, I've been working on this like every single day. Like this is a year journey for me so far. So hope that helps. I'll see you later.